For years, the skies above Marine Corps Air Station Beaufort, South Carolina, have been filled with sounds of fast-moving jets. But there's now a new sound, that of the F-35. Jeff Martin visited the training operation at the base, where both Marines and the British learned how to fly the fifth-generation aircraft.
Almost every day, British and American pilots train in the F-35Bs of Marine Strike Fighter Training Squadron 501. The squadron is unique in that it has both American and British pilots, and they operate seamlessly. In fact, it's normal for American Marines to fly British aircraft, and vice versa.
It's like we're all on the same squadron, and everybody's got the same attitude. Everyone enjoys flying. Everybody wants to do well and be the best military that you can be, so it goes together well.
At the request of the squadron, we're only using call signs for British pilots and not showing the faces of American pilots. While multinational squadrons aren't unique to the US or Britain, the scale of this unit is impressive. With more than 500 people assigned and about 30 aircraft, it's much larger than a traditional Marine squadron.
We fly roughly 200-ish days a year. So we're constantly flying, we're constantly sending aircraft out. We're the busiest squadron on the base, so we have the most people, we have the most aircraft, and so we fly a good bit.
But when it comes to flight training with an F-35, there's a unique challenge, as there are no two-seat versions.
Since it's a single-seat aircraft, we don't have the ability to put an instructor pilot in the aircraft with our students when they go through, so we spend a significant amount of time in the simulator prepping those students for their upcoming next flight.
We'll spend an entire morning just reading and learning procedures and learning about the systems, and then we'll brief. That'll take a couple of hours, and then we'll go and actually fly the airplane maybe for an hour, hour and a half, come back, and then the debrief will start where we'll literally watch it in real time and keep stopping it and analyze absolutely everything we did to get the most out of it.
After aircraft take off on their missions, they conduct their training and then try out the B model's most unique feature, the vertical landing. That capability was built in both for operations from aircraft carriers and short airfields. In fact, right now on the Pacific-based USS Wasp, the F-35 is on its first afloat deployment. And in addition to training pilots, the Beaufort-based squadron is also incorporating lessons learned from the F-35 test programs in Maryland and California.
It is, very much a kind of a discovery process. You don't know what you don't know, but we are confident in the aircraft. It's handled, it's never done us wrong, basically up to this point. The testing is going great. Those guys, we know a lot of them because we trained a lot of them out here, and then they go out and do great things in the test world, and then they come back to us, months later, and they're like, okay, great, now we've done this, we've tested this, it's ready for you guys to go out and use this capability now on the aircraft.
And while the Marines are here to stay, the British mission is reaching a major milestone as they prepare to send the first aircraft to be based in the UK across the Atlantic next month. Once there, they'll be the first British fifth-generation aircraft to be based there, something the pilots can't wait for.
And we've only got a couple of months left now out here before we go back, and yeah, this is pretty much not just aviation technology, but human technology, full stop. The stuff in this airplane is absolutely cutting edge, and it's going to be really cool to bring that to the UK.